What is going on with it, ladies and gentlemen, ponies and gentlemen, this is the one, the only, Criticism Guy 2009, aka Nintendo Free 2011. Even though I saw this movie yesterday, I still kinda got a little bit of a clear visual of how the movie was like and how badass and fucking awesome as hell this fucking movie was. It literally blew the fucking lid off of the fucking can, if you will, you know? So yeah, basically, anyways, let's begin. Pacific Rim, the official fucking movie review. So without further ado, let's begin, people. So, Pacific Rim, it might have a little bit of Illuminati symbols and shit like that, but you know what? I really don't give a fuck. I'm just there for the entertainment, and entertainment is what I fucking got. And, yeah, let's keep it moving. So basically, I'm just gonna get to the highlights of most of this thing. I'm not gonna keep you guys an hour or two me talking about the complete fucking story over and over again. So let's just get on to the actors first. There was Idris Elliot, or Idris Elba, as some people call him, the black British dude. There was him, and then there was another one, I'm trying to remember his name, Charlie Day, the one that was from Horrible Bosses and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I never really saw that show, but overall I know he did a really fucking good ass job, nevertheless. Let's just talk about the kaiju now. The kaiju, let's tell them about them. So, I don't know, if you put a mix between all the Sonic the Hedgehog monsters, mix that up with some Pokemon and Shadow of the Colossus, all blended up together, this is what you have. Fucking Pacific Rim. That's his great fucking grandchild. So yeah, basically, it all starts off, and I missed the first 5 minutes of the movie, unfortunately, but I was kind of still there in time for the for the movie, the film, if you will. Yeah, basically what it comes down to is, it's about this guy and then his brother, which I completely forgot their names, but he's the main protagonist of this movie. And they're both fighting this one thing. It kind of looks like an evil, dark, deformed version of Garchomp. I don't know why, from Pokemon, which is, of course, a grass ground Pokemon. Dragon ground Pokemon, which is supposed to be the land shark. And a lot of these evil monsters, for some reason, they have a lot of water-like features, aquatic, amphibian features. I don't know why, mixed with some alien features. Basically, they're coming from this portal from a different universe or whatever, inside the core of the Earth, but from another universe. I don't know how that speculation goes. I'm not into, like, you know, biology and all that shit, and sociology. Yeah, basically what it comes down to is that, and unfortunately his brother gets killed, MIA, like not in action, KIA, killed in action. And then Idris Elba, he's the lead general army guy, and this is 5 years early before later on, when they get into the rest of the movie and everything like that. Let me tell you something about the kaijus. This is kind of like Godzilla as well, because they just destroy everything in their path. They're like literally, they're like fucking wrecking balls with feet and legs. They just walk all over the place and just damage the fuck, you know, out of everything. It's just destruction, sociopathic, monstrous bastards, and that's what they are. But the design for them is very beautiful, very well detailed. Shout out to fucking Guillermo del Toro. I think that's what his name was. Guillermo del Toro, or Guillermo del Toro, I don't know what his name was. But other than that, you know, very awesome guy right there. I think he made the Human Centipede a couple of years ago. But yeah, he's definitely a master craftsman when it comes to this fucking, you know, design and web development for these monsters. This is very fucking beautiful. But enough about the kaiju, the monsters. Basically, they're destroying cities all over the Pacific, like California, Oregon, Washington, in the U.S. And then, Australia, Sydney, Australia, all those areas, and Japan, etc., etc. That's why they call it Pacific Rim, because it's in the Pacific Ocean, obviously. And yeah, after that guy's brother dies, he ends up going to Alaska, and then like he falls out of the machine, and then he's in this little space bubble suit or whatever, like the Flash from the 80s or something like that, or that one where it goes. I don't remember the name for it, but yeah, you know, it's called like Flash the something. I don't know. But other than that. Good God, after 5 years he ends up being like a construction worker because he doesn't really want to be in those kaiju suits and the Jaegers. Sure called this movie Jaegers. Sounds like that little shots thing that fucking Little John sung at that time. A little alcoholic drinks, but no, they're big giant monster robot suits. And a lot of people are saying, oh, this is like Transformers. This shit is nothing like how fucking Transformers is. This is a billion times bigger than Transformers will ever fucking be. I'll just tell you that right now. But yeah, other than that, good freaking God. After 5 years, he sees Sydney, Australia almost getting destroyed, and this other guy ends up being his partner later on. he ends up kind of being a dick to him later on and shit like that. It's like, yeah, I'll take down 10 more kaiju if they try to get in my way. I'm gonna get out to Japan and take them all out too, you know, his little Aussie accent. Other than that, what happened was after that, Idris Elba, which I know he's the general of all the little Jaeger machines and the warriors, he finds him after 5 years, like, oh, you've been hiding very well. It was very hard to track you, sir. And you know, all that good shit. He makes a really badass fucking amounts of speeches on this one, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it already. Other than that, after that, what happens is what's it called? He goes to this underground base organization or whatever, in Japan, and then he meets this real cute ass Asian chick. You know I fucking love Asian women. If you guys don't know me in real life, or if you just know me on here, I talked about it about a year or two ago. You know, hot as fuck they are. But other than that, you know, yeah, he meets this girl named Mikako, I don't know. She kind of has that Scott Pilgrim versus the World thing, like that other little girl, like Knives, the one that she has those little blue tips. She's kind of like her, but a little bit older. In general, if any of you guys haven't seen that movie, definitely check that one out too. Really awesome as shit, especially if you're a gamer fan like me or old school gamer. You will love that shit to death. I know it's one of my first videos I almost did like 4 years ago. Anyways, other than that, good God, I know I say other than that a lot, but that's kind of my catchphrase. So yeah, moving on is that what's it called? He meets all the people. Like there's this 2 Russian Siberia team. Is like Dolph or whatever, Durako, that fought Rocky, but a lot more older, from like Siberia, Russia, like Mother Russia or whatever. And yeah, it's funny. He makes a quick little statement. Idris Elba, he says, oh yeah, whatever we need, the Russians got it. It's kind of like comparing it to real life with Russia and China, how they're doing their little like military war tactics and shit like that, you know. But yeah, last but not least on that, well, not last but not least, moving on is that what's it called? They get into a whole bunch of monstrous fights, and then they they meet the 2 guys, Charlie Day and that British dude, I don't know what his name was. Kind of like, reminds me of Doctor Who a little bit, but he has a super exaggerated British accent, which is funny as shit in my opinion. Because I'm not really a huge fan of Doctor Who, but it's decent. It's not bad, but it's not good either, you know? That's just coming from my opinion. If you don't like it, there's nothing I can do. But yeah, other than that, what else? Charlie Day's trying to get into the minds of these kaiju monsters, and one brain is damaged, and he ends up doing it. He attempts to like fuse memory, like with the kaiju monster, just like the 2 partners do for the Jaegers and everything like that. It's huge as fuck. A lot of the CGI is very beautifully well detailed. Did not disappoint me for a second. What else? They end up fighting all these monsters. Basically about them fighting monsters all the time. And then this one guy, I think it was Mick Nolte, the one that was in Parker last year, and then I think he might have been in the Sopranos too. He had to say, oh, I'll cut you up like a pig if you don't stay out of my way, you know. It's kind of like a Cowboy Bebop character to it, kind of like how Spike was when he has those Chronicles of Riddick kind of glasses, kind of crazy as shit. He dissects shit too. Oh, speaking of that, I'm probably going to do a trailer review on that on my Son of Freaks 2011 channel, because there was a new Chronicles of Riddick trailer that came out, finally. Not a fan made, it's the official one. And yeah, basically after that, Charlie Day, he goes out hunting because Idris Elba, he tells him you got to show him this symbol of the card. If not, don't trust the dude because he's crazy as shit. And afterwards, after that, yeah, he's a real funny character. He's mostly for comic relief. You know, the little cartoony characters on the side, they're awesome as shit though. I don't know why, but Charlie Day, if any of you guys don't know this big giant game player, if any of you guys don't know SSOH or Sly Fox or any of them, he looks a lot like Sly Fox, huh? I don't know why, but. And the dude's Puerto Rican too. Not Charlie Day, I know he's white, but Sly Fox Han. You guys should know that. You know the guy that always says, "What's up, homies?" You know that guy. My name is Sly Fox Han, you know. That fucking crazy ass Boricua dude. But other than that, yeah, after that what happens, I don't know why, he just looks exactly like his ass, but older though. But other than that, what's it called? He saw these little termites and parasites, and they're showing him dissecting all these evil aliens and stuff like that. And they have like a claw fossil and everything. It's just a whole giant underground laboratory under there, literally. And after that, after he fuses brains with that other monster, kaiju monster, the other one's looking for him. And then after that, Kikyo or Kako, and I think it was Keiko, she ends up having this really badass like flash memories or whatever, these nightmare memories that she had, and this other crab monster just tries to destroy her and kill her, and the other guys convince her this is all an illusion, it's not real, this is going back to the past. He's trying to wake her up, but then like she's still like daydreaming in her own little mind, because the 2 people, they got to fuse together like all their memories into one, you know? And it's like, oh, I already know what's inside of your head, like you already been in it, you know? It's like kind of like that Matrix shit in a way, you know? They kind of throw that element into it. Because like the way they have the underground facility for like all the Jaegers, it kind of has that Matrix vibe to it. I don't know why, it just kind of does. And then after that, what happens is that what's it called? There's a couple other little comedy sketches from that British guy and Charlie Day. And I was like, oh, you should infuse the brain to this because it'll go apeshit. It'll kill you and destroy you. Even if they gave you that technology to use, you'd end up being defeated by death. You know, just all these funny little antics and shit like that. And then what's it called? Yeah, the Jaegers, they fight all those monsters. These two Asian dudes are like monks. They have like 4 arms like a fucking Machamp from Pokemon. And they have these blades or whatever that tried to slice them through. They're a little successful. After a while, they get like spitted on acid or whatever like that. And then like half their body goes missing. And they could feel the pain what the monster goes through, you know? What the Jaeger goes through. It's kind of like Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's kind of like that anime, but brought to life. Which is crazy as fucking hell. I would never thought in a billion years it would be possible in the movies for this to happen, but it did. The CGI is just very well detailed and very well put out, you know. And after that, what's it called? I know one of the monsters, like I said, they spit acid into the suit. It kills like the 2 Russian Siberian guys or whatever, the guy and the girl. What's it called? They end up getting double teamed, like tackled by another like monster. It kind of looked like a deformed version. I'm going back to Pokemon again. If any of you guys don't know about Pokemon Coracasta, the one that evolves into Tortuga for the 5th generation, the Unova one, that ancient fossil turtle Pokemon, it kind of looks like that, Coracasta, but a lot more fucking deformed. I don't know why. He just looks a billion times uglier than he would have in his normal state. That's what it looked like, a fucking Coracasta. A Coracasta. But other than that, what else happened was that is going all these crazy ass fights, and then they get a big giant sword, like some Gundam wing shit that happens out of nowhere. There's a lot of Gundam wing things that are good out there. I wasn't crazy about them at that time. Now they're fairly decent to me. And yeah, they slice one of these monsters that turns into a big giant pterodactyl and just gets his head and half of his body torn off, and then he falls down into the atmosphere, one of the original Jaegers, and they're nuclear ran too. And then a whole bunch of filler happens here and there, and then after that, what's it called? They get into their little fight, and then like they find out, oh, let's see if he has a pulse, and then they throw these big giant plasma cannons. They go, they just blow the living fuck the daylights out of it. It's just beyond words for me to even explain this shit. Definitely check out Beyond the trailer too. She's really chill as fuck. Forgot what her name was. I can't believe that. I think her name's Grace Randolph. She's really fucking awesome. She does a lot of like Comic-Con she's doing right now. She's doing a couple of those type of reviews and shit like that. And yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other fights and extra stuff at the scene at the end. And after that, what happens is they go into the giant portal. They leap into it after they fight these Category 5 big giant kaiju monsters, the first of their kinds. And they want to take over the universe and everything like that. And then after that, what happens is that guy, the original protagonist, he saves Mako's life, and then he saves his own life. They go into these little mini parachutes, and he puts on a nuclear reactor, and they blow the fuck up out of the thing. It's just atomic blast for fucking days, seriously. And then after that, that's basically the end of the movie. Those two fall in love with each other. They don't kiss, but they fall in love for some reason. The white dude and the Asian girl, that's kind of typical, but you know what? It is what it is on there. So overall, this is definitely A fucking plus. I'll probably give it 5 guns out of fucking 5, since that's my new rating and shit like that. If any of you guys don't know already, 5 guns out of fucking 5, 5 firearms. And yeah, that's basically Pacific Rim. If you haven't checked this movie out, definitely fucking check this shit out. Worth every fucking penny, since I saw this shit 3D. Massive fucking scale of recklessness, but in a good way. And yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. I'm gonna try to see the Wolverine, but I highly doubt it. It might mostly be on bootleg or DVD when I watch it. So yeah. So other than that, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. I know I dragged this video on long enough. And is what it is, ain't what it ain't. See you when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world. Peace out, take care later, and don't drink or smoke weed at the same time. Don't do anything reckless. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Laters, goodbye. Be easy, be safe. Take care, and talk to you again, alright? Peace, late, and yeah. I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over. Take care. Later.